You are live. Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia and you are all welcome. Hi Daniela. Don't forget to give me a thumb up. And my name is Cynthia and you guys, you're all welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, okay guys, I will try to go straight into the topic this time. And hold on. I made some notes so I don't I made some points basically so I don't miss out. I made some points so I don't miss out on any of the point which I would like to discuss about, and we share our opinion, you know. Hi baby mom, thank you for stopping by. How are you and how has been your day? You know, thank you for stopping by. And how has been your day? How is your son? Okay, guys. Okay, guys. As you can see from the topic, I hi baby mom. I am going to be talking about toxic friendship. You know, or might say signs of toxic friends around you, and I will just share my ideas with you guys, and hopefully up you may find at least one beneficial in knowing how to spot a toxic friend and how to slowly be their friend from afar, you know, by protecting yourself. Because sometimes, not sometimes, basically every time, if we surround ourselves with toxic people or toxic individual, that can even this is blurring. That can even include family members. If you surround yourself for a very long time with toxic individual, you may affect your health and well-being, and in some occasion you may end up being toxic also like himself. But in also some occasion it may break the individual, basically the individual who is a hi baby mom, how you doing. It may also break the individual who is associating themselves. Hi Tessie, how are you? Oh, thank you, Tess. Because sometimes, whoa, 8 people here. Yes, 8 people here. Thank you, guys. Because sometimes when we surround ourselves with toxic people, we end up being, if not toxic like himself, we end up being broken. You know, so basically, I'm just going to go. I made some note, like I said, and I'm just going to go through. Just going to go through random points and discuss or highlight points on how we can uh, we can spot toxic friends. Okay, you went offline because of Christina. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Like in random orders, I just made this note anyway. It's not in order basically. The first I would say, not the first basically. One of a sign of having a toxic friends around you is they pull you down, you know. What I mean they pull you down is let's say you are discussing about a a career choice you need to start, or a business you need to run. What normally a good friend will encourage you, will give you ideas to support you, and things like that. However, yeah, yeah, thanks, thanks, Tessie. I just decided to share this topic because sometimes we individuals are afraid to let go of friends because we are afraid of being hurt. You know, we're afraid of hurting ourselves, so we keep on clinging to false friendship or unhealthy friendship which sometimes may affect the individual who is not who does not know that sometimes people are toxic, and that could destroys one's mental stability, health and well-being, and then just reduce everything beneficial about that individual. It also kills the other individual's dream. So like I said, one of the first signs, just one of the sign of a toxic friend maybe is people who pull you down. And because a true friend, let's say about a career perspective, a job which you would like to do in the future, or a business, a true friend will encourage you, will even give you ideas, and but a toxic friends may go, oh, are you sure you can do that? Are you sure you're qualified for that? Well, I don't think you suit the post. And when you're around people who tell you those kind of words, you kind of say it creates doubt in your own self. You say to you, then you end up saying to yourself, okay, maybe she's right. Maybe I can't. Yes, Tessie, a true friend will encourage you. Maybe she's right. Maybe he's right. Maybe I shouldn't study that course. Maybe I shouldn't go for that job. It doesn't suit me. And that kind of pulls you backwards. It pulls you backwards. It pulls you down. It limits your progress. And you see yourself staying at that place for a while. And not just that, basically most topic you will discuss with that particular friend or friends, because you could have multiple friends who are toxic. They will probably say the same thing and kind of draw you down. But then maybe just one of your true friends will tell you, you may not be qualified for it, but give it a shot, because at the end of the day, when you try and you fail, you learn. So go for it, and then you end up going for it, and maybe that encouragement from that one friend will push you up to go. But then again, if you have multiple toxic friends around you, which when you don't know the meaning of how toxic individuals behave, you probably will not listen to that one individual who is advising you to go for that dream of yours, and you may just probably listen to the toxic people and just stay behind. So pay attention to the friends you have around you, the ones that are the ones that the ones that kind of pull you down, or kind of push down your second things that you feel is beneficial for yourself. You just kind of you just look at them and go, okay, that's a sign of a toxic individual. And then yeah, you know. So that's one of the signs, guys. Okay. Another sign of a toxic friend, I would say, they are not happy for you. Meaning, let's say you 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 got a promotion at work, you got engaged or getting married or had a baby. Some friends will just show immediately, even if they say, oh, congratulations, with that smile. You know that you have that feelings, that they are not genuine. And when you get that feeling that when you get that feeling around you, and that you just get that feeling that this person did say congratulations, but you can sense a kind of different body language. That is your body trying to protect you also from these negative individuals. So they may say congratulations on the birth of your baby, your new job, engagement, or things like that. But then you will be able to see the signs. That's why sometimes when you shout about your progress in life, pay attention to individuals on how they react. Pay attention to who to the ones who celebrate with you. Pay attention to the one who say, oh, I'm busy, I can't be there, I've got something doing. They may be really busy sometimes, but sometimes they are not busy and they probably just make that up. So do pay attention to that. And Tessie said here, I remember when I started YouTube, I was scared because I don't know, I didn't know how to, she didn't accent, of course, all YouTubers I know. So I told my friend about it that I can't be one. Oh, because of that, she laughed and said, "Go be yourself." And to be honest, if she told you that word, "Go and be yourself," that's the, in my opinion, when someone says "Go and be yourself," in my opinion, that is a priceless advice because there's just one Tessie. Yes, there's a lot of YouTubers around, but there's just one Tessie, and you've got that uniqueness that is just perfect for your own self, and your viewers will see that in you. Because sometimes, for me, I like seeing people who act like normal, not normal basically, but you know what I'm. They are themselves. Just for example, if one is having a bad day, they portray it, but not everything basically, the ups and downs, the struggles of life, basically, mommyhood. It could be anything basically, and they sometimes show a little bit of it, and then like for example, if making a video, you got your kids around trying to do one or two things, they're like, hey, keep quiet. It's just you're showing like natural, how can I say, everyday normal life. Sometimes with this uh um um interaction from our kids that will probably say, okay, I'm doing a video, stop there, things like that. Yes, that advice does help. And sometimes when a good friend advise you, they won't say much. They probably just say a sentence. And you will go and you probably not think about that sentence there and there. But when you go home, you will see yourself reflecting on what that individual had discussed with you. And then that little word will kind of grow something inside of you to want to push you to do something great for your own self. And yeah, I don't know how to put it, but luckily, I would say luckily, I use the word luckily, I have been in contact with both toxic friends and I would say priceless friends. Priceless, yes, they won't say word much, just a word, you know. And I noticed that the ones that I do for me, this is what works for me. The ones might just say few words of just maybe just few words like when I used to a while ago when I used to work in the hospital. I don't work in the hospital, and I am in the healthcare setting, but I'm not in the hospital full time at the moment. My clients go to me, they go, "What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here." I'm like, "But I love this job. I love what I'm doing." And they go, "Yeah, but you can do something better." And I'm like, "Okay." I thought where I am is better, but then they go when I go home, I reflect on that word. I'm like, "Oh, come on, I like what I do. I like seeing my patient. I like discussing with them, things like that." But then that word, that client voice out, give me another, say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month, I will see a different person who will who will say the same thing to me. "What are you doing here? No, you got so much skills. You could do this." And I'm like, "But I like it here." But then these little words kind of push me to do something different. And of course, these words you get from strangers here, these words you get from strangers. Sometimes the people who will push you up and not even your family, they are just random people who you may never see again for the rest of your life, you know. And they'll be different who will just put those ideas into you and you may never see them again. And those ideas do kind of push one up. So basically, for myself, these angels, I would say, who I met at various locations and gave me similar advice and don't know anything about me basically, did help me push myself up. And also, I'm just going to say also, pay attention to your toxic friends, because sometimes your toxic friends may think that they're destroying you, trying to destroy you, trying to pull you down. But sometimes when you have a lot of toxic people around you, when they try to pull you down, sometimes those negativity sometimes can push one up, you know. That is true. That's yeah, thanks, Tessie. Sometimes those negative advice, when someone go, "Oh, you can't, I don't think that suits you," you know, you will say, okay, that's what you think. In your mind, you probably won't say it out to them. You probably say, okay, that's what you think. And then you just kind of, it gives you that energy for your own, it gives you that energy to kind of push yourself up to achieve something better for yourself, not to show up to that toxic individual or individual, but just something for yourself. Another third sign on how to spot a toxic friend. This one is a little bit tricky. Is they are negative, meaning you may have an issue, a problem basically, and you just want to voice out your concerns and see and seek their opinion on how they will just to seek their opinion, see how you can manage whatever stressors you are going through. And then when you speak to this toxic friend, or I'll say toxic friend, they say, oh, or let's say this individual, they give you a negative reply. You speak to another one again, they give you another negative reply. You speak to your father, your husband, your wife, they give you a negative reply. And then you be like, okay, are they all toxic individual, or don't they want something better for myself? You know, but sometimes maybe the case the case you have at hand in hand of you or at hand of you, you guys know what I mean. Maybe you're faced with a negative situation, and in your head you want to portray that situation, that situation is positive, but it is not. Because sometimes we see negative things and we try to rework, I don't know, we try to make it look like it is positive, but it is negative. And we maybe that situation is negative, and and we don't want to accept that. However, these individuals, who may also be a mixture of toxic friends and also genuine friends, will probably give you the right answer. So sometimes we just have to pay attention of what our mind also is telling us. So sometimes when you see something negative or a situation negative, don't wait to get another person's opinion to know that it is negative, because your mind already know it's negative, but you want to seek someone else's opinion to tell you that it is positive. Mirror, it is not positive. So sometimes it can be a little tricky. Maybe we don't just open our eyes to see that it is negative. What you're facing is negative. Deal with it and learn from it, basically. So yeah. So the main thing is just pay attention, guys. Pay attention to what your mind is telling you. Because we have that, we are ourselves talk to ourselves also. So sometimes pay attention to that. Is a kind of for ourselves, trying to guide ourselves from being hurt. So yeah. How could they call it? I cannot pronounce that word, but our mind will kind of warn us against certain things which may harm us. So yeah. Talking about YouTube, to be honest, initially when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, okay, what do I wasn't really confident about starting a YouTube channel, because I said to myself, okay, I want to post something regarding my career. But I'm like, no, I don't want to post something like that. I want to do something different, because sometimes as an individual, we have different passion. It can't be just say, let's say you're an accountant. You may also want to do something different, which is also a hobby to yourself. So like when I started my YouTube journey, I kind of started at I would say, a zigzag post. Hey, hello Efe, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. My camera is going blurry now. Okay, come on, camera, focus. How are you? And good evening. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, like when I started my it's okay. Thank you so much. It is super late. Yes, you're right. When I started my YouTube journey, initially I was like, okay, it was a struggle. Thank you for stopping by all the same. I appreciate. It was it was it wasn't a struggle. It was easy at first, and after a while, for me it was a struggle. And the reason I felt it was a struggle, and this is just the honest truth, is because I wasn't able to do my thumbnails. And then when I look at the whole YouTube screen of how people put lovely thumbnails and things like that, I'm like, okay, okay. Then I begin to, I would say, cause stress on my own stress because I was looking at what other YouTubers were doing rather than me to be my own self. So after a while, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to carry on like that. And then as I went further, I took baby steps and I'm still taking baby steps. I begin to teach myself on how to make a thumbnails, edit, and also other YouTubers, the genuine one who do tell people how they struggle, say, because sometimes I could spend days editing one video, and then they go, oh, hello Jolie James, and then they go that they also do struggle in making a video. I mean, not struggle, but they do. You have to take that time to make a good video. You need time to edit, and things like that. How are you doing, Julie James? Good evening. Thank you for stopping by. How has been your weekend? Sunday loading the new of the week. So yeah. Okay, guys. The fourth advice, not the fourth advice, the fourth I would say fourth tips in spotting a toxic friend is they won't have your back behind you. Basically, that's why I always say pay attention, guys. Observe. You could be at a party, at a family get a family how can I say, just being around with your family when friends. Sometimes, thank you. You could be thank you, Jolly James. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are doing great. So yeah, just enjoying the 6 weeks summer holiday with the kiddos, and yeah, you know. Um, Another thing about spotting a toxic friend is they won't have your back. Meaning is you could be in a gathering, let's say a gathering, and an in-laws or a friend of yours, and then toxic friend may contribute to make that individual even bad, rather than standing up and saying, oh no, I know this person. Yes, Julie James, toxic friends can destroy one's health and well-being. So the toxic friend there who knows that you're not that, basically would definitely will say, oh yes, he's like this, oh yes, she's like this, and that. And then that toxic friend will come back and tell you and say, you know what, um Paul said this and that about you, or Jane said this and this about you. And then I will say, if you're not if you're not a wise individual, you probably just say, oh really? And then you may hate on James rather than asking that your friend, okay, then what if they said this and this about me, which are quite negative? What did you say? And then the toxic friend will probably say, I said nothing. I just kept quiet and let them talk. But a good friend will have your back there and say, oh no, you can't, she's not like that. He's not like that. You have to know someone well before you speak these words about them. And basically, even if you perceive that they're like that, maybe they're like that for a reason. Maybe they have something going on with them. So thank you, Tessie. Have a lovely evening, and have a lovely Sunday ahead. My screen is getting blurred. I don't know what's happening. Come on, focus. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Have a good night, Tessie. You know. And Jolie James said, good friends would always have your back and always tell you the truth, not just you want to hear. Yes, that was when I discussed about I did talk about negativity. Sometimes we might be going through negative situation, and a good friend might tell you that you're going through a bad situation and tell you the truth. And even though the truth does hurt, sometimes we don't want to hear the truth. We just want to just kind of change the circumstances in our head rather than deal with what we have at hand to kind of protect us from further hurts. Thank you, Tessie. Thank you all so much. So as I see, excuse me, language. I say see much rather than so much. All right. I'm just trying to type out to you guys. Okay, right. Another way to spot a toxic friend, I don't know what number I am now. Let me call this number 5. Another way to spot a toxic friend is after a while, you will find it hard to trust them. What I mean by this is you may have a friend who may act in a way that it does affect you, and you may tell that friend that this does not this whatever however they act does affect you, and they kind of push that aside and kind of tell you something different to make you think that you're overreacting, you know. So, and if you stick that, if you're not able to kind of judge your own, how can I say, if you're not able to accept your own judgment of how someone behaves continuously, you may it may affect your health and well-being because you have discussed with them about a certain behavior and they continue that pattern, and often when that pattern is ongoing, you probably will know, and you've discussed about it with that friend and they continue that pattern. It's up to you to say, you know what, let me take a break from this person, or a full time, or not a break, just cut off from the person basically, slowly, without the person knowing that you're kind of fading away from them, and one day they probably just go, oh, I haven't seen Joe for a while, I haven't seen Cynthia for a while, it's because they have a pattern which we've discussed about it with them several times, and they've just kind of ignored that this behavior does affect you. It could be an example, could be what can I say? You could, like being in a group of have been in a gathering, and that toxic friend kind of purposely put you down regularly, So after a while, they probably put you down regularly in a joking, like jokingly, basically, and then they do that regularly, and then you probably say to yourself, okay, this person does this every time, not make me feel silly in a group of in a group of friends or individuals. So it's up to you to see that pattern and then gently pull yourself away and save your, how can I say, save and protect your mental health and protect your mental health and well-being basically, so yeah. And I think I did talk about a different, a toxic friend is that you can't trust them. They lie, 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 lie. Everything they say is a lie. You ring them and go, oh, where are you? Oh, I'm in shop, I'm doing my hair or I'm doing my nails. Meanwhile, they're just saying that to make you feel that, oh, they're doing something great about themselves, having a pampering. Meanwhile, the friend is at home, in bed, lying down, just there, basically. So, or you could, or it could be like asking a toxic friend saying, can they help with something? Then they give you excuses. My neighbor is doing a birthday party. I can hear some loud music at the corner there. um, you ask for a favor, then they put a lie there, just to avoid helping you get that tax done, you know. Then I'm gonna go now to um uh the sixth how can I say, sixth, six, my six, tip number six on how to spot a toxic friend. you know, tip number six on how to spot a toxic friend. Taking is when you're doing live video, yeah, your mistakes are in your index here, unlike my normal video whereby I edit that part out. You guys don't see why I make error when speaking, but you guys get it. Just okay. A toxic friend will make you compromise your value. Yes. They will disrespect you politely, and you may not even know. And when I say compromise your value, you could probably say, what am I talking about? Okay, what I mean compromise your value, this is it, you may be an individual who don't stay out late past, let's say, 8 p.m. at night time. But a toxic friend will push you to stay out late past your normal time. They'll probably will push you out to stay out late till 10 p.m. And you will see that if you continue, if you do that regularly, you will burn out because that's not your pattern to stay out late after 8 p.m. So you are compromising yourself for that friend. You're trying to please that friend and displease yourself. So, which when you see that happening, you know that that's a toxic friend. Also, a toxic friend during an argument, they probably will call you certain names that you would expect them to even say. Yes, during argument, you may say certain word, but the second words that should not be used. That's just me, basically. When you cross the boundary in certain, when you say certain words to me as a friend, believe me, I just with friends, it's just I just cut you. That's it. Cut, and it could be just one little word that you may say because it did take me a while to learn how to spot toxic individual. That's because I just felt that everyone is just cool, but then after a while I'm like, oh, okay, this. No, not everyone is cool, you know for me personally, being a mom, learning on my journey of motherhood and other things, and also my career wise also, as you grow, or use the word grow, as you grow in whatever it is you are doing, being a mom, non-mom, a husband, a wife, as you grow, you will learn on how to um cut individuals who you feel are not beneficial for yourself. Maybe you don't even cut them out. You may kind of, how can I say, you may reduce the time you spend with them to protect your own self, So, yeah. Okay, let me go to tip number 7 on how to spot a fake friend. Uh, Tip number 7 on how to spot a fake friend is that they may not give you a honest opinion of yourself, meaning you may be doing something wrong that may harm you. A fake friend will tell you, "Oh, that's fine. Carry on. Just do it. Just do that. Whoa, just do that." And kind of boost your energy up to do something wrong. And then later on, you do that. You later on when you fall, you think to go, okay, but I thought my friend had my back. But if you don't know how to spot a toxic friend, you would not know that that person who had pushed you to go for something who or to compromise your value is not a friend. They're only trying to like pull you down to make themselves better. So basically, yeah, a toxic friend will not give you a honest opinion. Tip number 8 of a toxic friend, I will say, is a toxic friend will always want to be in competition with you. You know, let's say, for example, you buy a new car, the other friend will also give them a few months. Oh, I also bought a car. They want to compete with you with basically everything. Or if it's like female to female, you do maybe a great hairstyle and then she copies it of just to kind of see who has the best stuff. So toxic friends, they try to compete with you, while your own friends, which probably just, they wouldn't anyway. They probably, because they know who they are in themselves, and they don't need to do all that competition um business. So yeah. And also, my last tip on how to spot a toxic friend is toxic friends, uh they when they are around you, you probably, when they are around you, or when they leave, you may find yourself feeling low, you know and then you begin to say to yourself, why do I feel low? What's happening? But what you know is that that toxic friend, or that individual, or friends, because when I say toxic friends, sometimes it's more than one. They come around you to offload all negativity onto yourself, and then when they leave, the toxic friend feel relief, and then you have all the burden of whatever they've uploaded onto yourself. So yeah. And to end this live stream, I'm going to say, don't be afraid of letting go of friendships which are not beneficial to yourself. And even though you do let the friendship go, you know, and even though you're afraid to let the friendship go, maybe just reduce the time you spend with that individual. Sometimes, Jolly James said, sometimes sometimes best to know how to maintain oneself without friends. Yes, sometimes it's best to know how to maintain oneself without friends. Yes, when you know who you are, you don't really need much friends around you. Like I did say, I think sometime this week or last week on one of my live vlogs. It was this week. No, it was this week. Yes, I did tell one of my viewers who did who left a comment there. I said, my friends, I can count them on these hands. I know a lot of individuals, and I would say a lot of people. And I said people because a lot of individuals, I almost said not, I would say a lot of individuals also know me basically, because Julie says, also, don't give too much information to friends as they use it against you in the future. Wow, that hits the nail on the head. Don't give, including the good friends, basically. This one, just take this one. Don't give too much information about yourself to your friend, even though they are good friends. Don't give too much information to your friends, because in certain situation, people change, and people might just react in a way that you're like, oh, where's that coming from against you? And whatever information you may have given to them, they may use it against you, and that can affect you in various in it can affect you badly. It could be in your career, it could be in your parenthood, it could be in your marriage, it could be in anything. So be careful what you say to your closest friends, because they may definitely use it against you in the future. I like that. Oh, thanks, Susanna. Thanks for running it. I appreciate. Hi, Janet. Good evening. Sis, how are you? And how are the kiddos? you know so a very that's the icing basically on the cake. You just decorate everything nicely on the cake. Basically, don't keep certain information to yourself only. Don't share everything with friends, because definitely they may, with good friends, I mean good friends also, they may use it against you in the future, when sometimes when they get that spirit of jealousy going to them. Boom, they just start talking, and then you're like, why? I thought I could trust you. But then sometimes individuals are only human, and they fail. We can't always, if they fail, and then when they fail, they just react. So yeah. Hi, Janet. How is the family doing? How are the kiddos doing? And I hope you guys are preparing for your lovely holiday. You know, How is your weekend? I spent my weekend cooking, and then I said, let me do this live stream. And yeah, you know, I was motivated to talk about, we're talking about how to spot toxic friends and how to slowly pull back away from toxic friends and toxic situations, And like I was saying, don't be afraid. Even though you're afraid, it's okay to be afraid because it's a sign that you're trying to do something great. So it's quite difficult to judge that. But don't be afraid to pull back or to drop some friends. Because sometimes in life, yeah, and this one, it's, I don't have a back it up, but sometimes in life, when God is about to push you to somewhere higher in life, some people, you will need to drop them down because you can't take that extra toxicity or baggage to where God wants you to be. You just have to drop those. Meaning, what I mean is, certain friends, you have to drop them when you have to go, when you have to cross certain, or when you have to go forward in life. I don't mean like pushing them away, but because they are negative and they will destroy what you have, what's in front of you. You may have to let go of them. And and yeah, and sometimes you may not have to even drop them yourself. Sometimes those friends kind of pull back themselves away from you, or do something and just pull back, and you're like, oh, what's happening? But then that is God taking them away from you because you don't have the guts to say, I don't want to be around you anymore. You're not a nice friend. So sometimes God will say, okay, my son, my daughter, she can't do this. I will help you. He takes that person away or makes that person argue with you or does something, and then that person is far away from you, or that friend is an arm length away from you. So it's kind of protecting your health and well-being. So yeah, and you know what, guys? Sometimes learning how to spot toxic friends protect. I think I said that at the start of the video. Protects our sanity. It protects our mental health and well-being. Spotting the friends that are toxic and avoiding regular contact with them gives us a clear picture on how we should grow ourselves using our own opinions in life rather than depending on someone's opinion to grow your own self in life. Although sometimes we do need other people's opinion to help our own opinion to grow ourselves. Yes, you know. So yeah, you know. And yeah, so sometimes you just have to drop friends. You can't really take everybody to your next level in life, not in life because that's not what God has planned for you. And you just have to drop them, and that's it, guys. So yeah, okay, guys. Tomorrow I may be back online, but I think I'll come online at a much earlier time, and I'll probably be online, let's say by maybe 5 p.m. tomorrow, because it's a Monday after tomorrow. Basically, it's a Monday and it's work mode, and we want to get ourselves into that bed on time, you know. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for now, and thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're new here or just watching the vlog for the first time, do subscribe, leave a like sign, and also I am working on a holiday vlog which I intend to release at the end of this month or middle of this month, and you guys do check it out. And but I'll probably put it on my community page just to announce that I just to announce it before I post it, before I post it there. So yes, thank you so much. I'm just gonna give a shout out to all of you guys' names here. I'm gonna give a shout out to Daniela's Lifestyle. Guys, do check out her channel. She has got great content in there, although she hasn't uploaded for a while, but hopefully it's a holiday. Uh, she might upload one or two videos if she's not busy enjoying her holiday. And shout out to Baby Mom Lifestyle. You guys should check out her channel. She's a cool mom, and she also does live streams. And do check out Tessie the Quino. I was on her live stream not too long ago, and I told her she was talking about language, and I did tell her I may pick them. It's nice to speak a different foreign language also. I'm thinking of learning how to speak Italian, because that language just, the sounds just sound, it's a language of love. A language of love. Not French, but Italian. And shout out to Tessie's the Queen's channel. She does vlogs and um, hauls and just lifestyle vlogs basically. Also, she's got a great cooking channel also of both Italian foods and also Nigerian food. You know, yeah, and she did leave left some valuable comments here, and yeah, also shout out to Susanna Efe's channel. She's based in Germany, and she's got some lovely content. She uploaded a comedy a mini comedy video a while ago, and it was really funny. I told her I'm waiting for the part two of that of that video. You know, shout out to Jolie James. Thank you for stopping by. Julie James has been with me from the start of my YouTube journey, and thank you for your support. I appreciate so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And shout out to Jeanette Ubeji. You guys check out her channel. She does delicious recipe. When I want to cook some kind, nice, delicious Nigerian food, ones that I know I haven't made before, I go there and learn how and see how she makes her recipes. She also does family vlogs, and has a new channel now. It's called Discover Me. It is basically about her herself, basically her weight loss journey, things like that. So yeah, you know. Okay guys, I will see you guys tomorrow in my next live. Bye. I'm just gonna type down in here for you guys. Just to thank you guys so much for the love. Did it come up there? Yeah, I did.